Guess what? Starfish City has more beast folk than humans now. In your multi-species barbershop, it started a whole trend. These days, we need at least 5 new kinds of scissors a year just to handle everyone's hair. Other than that, not much has changed around here. Anyway, I'm writing because I found your mirror in the storage room. Turns out it's got a secret. I really don't feel like dealing with this mirror. Hey, boss. Or her. Oh, that sounded... I thought that would be, a man. Or her. I found the manual. Oh, shit. Here you go. I couldn't figure it out. In case you forgot, that's the customer's chair. Assistants are supposed to stand over here with me. But you need someone to test it on. Holy shit, that is loud. We could just use it as a regular mirror. But if it really works like you said, think about all the customers we get. Besides, I could use a haircut. Fine, let me take a look at the manual. Yay! You're way more excited than usual. Because something interesting finally happened around here. I never know what you're doing during a haircut. That's probably not something a salon assistant should say out loud. It's not my fault. Nobody gets haircuts where I'm from. Which is exactly why a Yeti shouldn't move somewhere that's hot. So she's a hare. She's a Yeti. Ah, I see. Well, it wasn't exactly up to me. Alright, I think I've got it. It's actually pretty simple. Basically, the mirror can briefly project whatever haircut I have in mind, so I can show customers what I mean. That's so cool. Let's try it. So what kind of haircut are you looking for today? What kind of haircut? That's a tough one. You've seen enough customers by now. Just pretend you're one of them. Okay, then give me something that keeps me cool. Let's see. These short styles. Ooh, manual for Freddy. All right, how to use Jay's mind projection mirror. Okay. Once you hear what a customer wants, your barber brain must be filling up with ideas. Unfortunately, unless you're a master barber or the customer's best friend, at least a few of those ideas won't be what you're looking for. That's where my custom-made mind-projected mirror comes in. This mirror can briefly display whatever the barber is picturing. It's like a fitting room for haircuts. Show them what you're planning, and their reaction will tell you everything. Oh, that's a cool mechanic. Heads up though, the mirror overheats when you use this feature. I'm still figuring that one out. So you only get 3 previews per customer. Make them count. Use these 3 chances to figure out what your customer really wants. Then go for it. Jay's mind protection mirror, making every barber a master. All right, let's take a look here. So, like this. Preview. Wow, it actually worked. Huh? Did something change? Look at your reflection. Your hair looks different. Huh. Oh, you're right. You seriously can tell? I mean, it's not like you just met me. Hair just isn't my thing. Then why are you working here? By the way, it's 3 a.m. again. I saw this game on the Steam Wholesome Games celebration, and I had to check it out. I don't know, it feels so comfy. And you know what? I could use a little comfy right now, and you know, maybe you can too, so that's why you're watching this video. Yeah. I'm starting to think testing this on you was a waste. Hey, come on! I can still act like a normal customer. Alright then, do you like this look? It's great. You can't think of anything to say, can you? You got me. But I do like short hair. It stays out of my way during matches. You're still doing those? Yeah, it pays better than working here, honestly. Should I be worried about someone grabbing your hair in a fight? Underground fighting is more civilized than that, you know. Sure. Anyway, this one works for me. Approved. Alright. So, are you gonna start cutting now? You got 3 previews. Might as well use them all, right? Not that I think you'd notice the difference. Wanna call it here? No way! I wanna use them all! Alright, let me show you another one. Alright, let's see. So we've got this one. She likes this one. Let's see. What if I just... No, that looks ugly. That's long. She doesn't want long. Okay, so let's try this one, I think. Preview. So, what do you think? Yeah, this looks good. Looks great for training. Are you still training every week? I have to watch my weight to stay in the wheel weight division. How have your matches been going lately? I lost 1. Wait, really? Who'd you lose to? I showed up late, so they counted it as a loss. You're really something, you know that? Anyway, this one works for me. Love it. I see. So... Yeah, that looks ugly as hell. Let's try it. So, what do you think? This one's great. Mind if I ask why? Because a magazine said you're one of Starfish City's top 10 barbers. So anything you come up with has to be great. Sounds like you're only saying that because you don't know what else to say. Partly, I also wanted to make you feel good. That's part of an assistant's job too, right? It's really not, but I appreciate it. Anyway, this one's great. I think I know what she wants now. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the original one. I think it fits her better. Though... No, I gotta go for this one. Cut. Alright, let's get started. Oh, am I actually gonna do this? How was the shop while I was off? Great, actually. Turns out it doesn't really matter if you're here or not. Oh. Ouch, that hurts. Hey, come on. I've gotten way better since I started. I can tell the difference between long and short hair now. You're blowing me away. But all the bangs still look the same to me. You sound just like my dad. How do you even tell 2 hairstyles apart? I'm more curious why you can't. It's like trying to tell 2 people's toenails apart. That's what hair is like for us. Is that what you spend your break coming up with? I don't think anyone back home could tell the difference. Until I met you, I had no idea that there were places cold enough that no one needed haircuts. I know you needed a visa, but you could have picked a better job. Then what do I do? Just keep working here without a clue? That rhymed. It's fine, you're great at everything else. You make amazing tea. But I don't want to keep getting laughed at. Huh? Who's laughing at you? I went to a mixer for people in the hair industry yesterday. You did what? You're the last person I'd expect at one of these. I wanted to make some friends in the business. I couldn't follow a word anyone was saying. You didn't tell them which barbershop you work at, right? No, nobody even believed I was a salon assistant. Well, that's one silver lining. They keep going on and on about layering and texture. Why do you all have to make it so complicated? Hang on, I need to trim this part. Ooh, okay, hold on. Ooh, all right, we got it. Don't people get haircuts to stay cool? Why doesn't everyone just cut their hair short? Because people still care whether their hair looks good. That's what I don't get. What makes it look good? How do you even decide if a hairstyle looks good or bad? They all look the same to me. It's hard to explain. People can just tell. Society has its own idea what looks good, and we all just kind of follow along. So none of you even know why? I think most people just don't think about it that hard. It's hard enough just trying to look good. Nobody's got time to wonder why. Sounds exhausting. Maybe not being able to tell isn't such a bad thing after all. Sure, but it also means you won't be able to appreciate how good this haircut will be. I'll still say it looks good. Either way, boss. These squiggly ones are really hard to, pronounce because it moves. Thanks. Honestly, I don't always get what my customers are going for either. Really? I thought we were a really good barbershop. That's where the skill comes in. Every customer wants something different. Their species, their personality, it all matters. A good barber knows how to handle all that. So how do I get that good? For starters, stop wandering off during your shifts. But I have to go bake cookies for you. Pretty sure baking cookies isn't part of your job. Alright, done. Ooh. So, what do you think? Yeah, it's the shortcut haircut I wanted. Nice and cool, and it looks great. Did you say you can tell if a hairstyle look good? I can't. I just figured out anything you cut had to look good. Plus, we're together all day. You wouldn't want to make me look too awful, wouldn't you? You're the one who has to look at me. Fair point. Alright, let's sweep up before the customer gets here. How many do we have today? How did business get this bad while I was gone? Because that stupid park is still under construction. Their stupid machine shakes the shop so hard I can't use my scissors. That sounds kind of fun, actually. It's not. We can only open on Sundays now. We've already lost a lot of regulars. Maybe the mirror will help turn things around. So, how did a mirror like this end up here anyway? My old coworker was always inventing new tools for the shop. When do I finally get to meet this mysterious old coworker of yours? She passed away. Didn't I ever mention that? No, you always start telling me something, then stop halfway. Anyway, never mind. Go sweep up. Dang, we look really good. Ooh. Oh, hi. Do you have an appointment? We do. Right this way, please. All right. Who's in here? Ooh. Welcome to... so that's why the appointment was under two names. Vero and Luca, right?
Hello. Saying hello doesn't get you out of this. I'm not wasting my time on a bad argument. If you can't even counter with a bad argument, what does that say about your side? That argument isn't going to stick with anyone. I've been stuck to you for over 30 years, and nothing I say sticks with you either. There you go again. You always make that joke when you're losing. It's not funny. Good thing we share a body, but not a sense of humor.
So you both want haircuts?
Yeah, and cut off the extra head while you're at it.
Wouldn't that kill you?
I like this barber.
Knock it off.
Sorry, my brother and I are both here for a haircut.
Oh shit, that's a brother?
You ever cut hair for a two-headed dragon? Are you going to charge us for one person or two?
Depends. Do you have one ID or two?
Now that's the right question. Under current law, only my brother has an ID. I'm just listed on his card. Crazy, isn't it?
If you think that's crazy, you should agree with me. Blanket laws like this need to go.
You really are a two-headed dragon, always lumping two things together.
Forget it. We agreed to stop arguing during the haircut.
Oh, wow, that's all it takes. Good luck at the debate.
You say that like you won't be on TV with me. Wait, are you two in that TV debate next week?
That's right.
We're here as a one representative for our side.
Two.
That's why we came in for a haircut just before the debate.
Make sure you tune in. It's not every day you get to watch one person argue with two heads.
Mind if I ask you what you to do?
We're assistants for a senator.
It's one of these jobs where you end up doing everything.
The senator was supposed to be in the debate himself, but he thought we'd be a better fit.
I'm sorry if I fuck it up sometimes.
We get 2 paychecks, so we can't exactly say no.
Don't pretend you're not excited. You love to argue.
Of course I am. I finally get to argue with someone more interesting than you.
Don't forget there's an election riding on this. So, before you two head off to argue, what kind of look are you going for?
I just want it cleaned up, pretty much the same. I want something different, but keep it bold.
Look up, we're talking about television, and no one from our species has ever appeared in public like this before.
Exactly, which is why I want something bold. What's wrong with that?
If we keep it simple, people can focus on what we're saying.
But you sound more convincing when you look good.
Fine, I give up. We'll just do our own thing, like always.
Good.
So, you two want different things. Let me think. Ooh, okay. 2 heads at once. I need to remember what I showed each of them. Okay, so we've got Luca and Varo. So we've got kind of like I'm glad I nailed the voice for that one. Kind of like a, I don't know, like a Susie. That's the frame of reference I have. Kind of like bold and, I don't know, like cool. And then we have the cool, calm, posh, collected one. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, no. No. I'm sorry. We need basically the same, right? So this, and then we have Luca. No, that wouldn't fit. Ooh, okay, that would work, but wait, let's try this. Okay, so I'm showing this one to Luca, and I'm showing this one, which looks pretty much identical to what they already have. All right, preview. Let's see.
So, what do you think? Is the salon business so competitive now that you need a fancy mirror just to stand out? Let's call it a looky fine. That's really handy. No surprises afterward. But you only get 3 previews. In that case, we'd like to see all 3 before we pick one. This haircut matters. I want to choose carefully. Sounds good. But you'll have to keep track of all 3 for us, right? Sorry about that. This is when you wish you had 2 heads. No problem. I don't usually forget what my customers tell me. So, what do you each think? This one makes me look persuasive. You look like someone who studied law. Is that a compliment? What made you think I'd compliment you? You know, you studied law too, right? Like I had a choice. That's not true. You said you were interested too. Keep it down. I was messing with you. And Luca, what about yours? This one's probably a no. Don't really like the front or the back. Guess putting 2 things you don't like together won't make them any better. That's what a girl actually said when we asked her out years ago. She turned you down. I wasn't even interested. Clearly, you're the reason we got turned down. Let me show you guys a different combination.
Alright. Place the markers to keep track of your previews. Oh. I see, so I don't actually need to remember that. That's actually pretty nice. Okay, so number 1 was this. So Varo seems to like this one, I think. I had no like, so I think we should keep the back long. But we'll choose between these and the front because these change the least. However, for Luca doesn't seem to care about this one. Let's try this one for Luca.
All right. How about this? This one? I don't think so. No one asked you. As the one in charge of our outfits, my opinion should count for some. So you're the one who picks what you want to wear? It took me years to win that right. Until then, I spent my childhood putting up with his bad taste. Alright, this one can stay on the list. Whatever. And Luca, what about yours? This one's nice. It looked great with an arm tattoo. We are not getting tattoos. It's my body too, you know. If you get it on your neck, go ahead. Who gets a neck tattoo? Then drop it. Let me show you guys a different combination.
Okay, so number 2 was liked by Luca, so that's a progress. So let's see. Let's do this one for Vero. And let's see. Let's just try this completely different combination. I think that would be the most fruitful. Bring.
How about this? I really like mine. It makes me look approachable. Like someone you'd want to shake hands with. Do people in politics really shake a lot of hands? Oh, you should see us campaigning at the market. All we do is shake hands. It's terrifying. That's why you wish you had 5 hands. If you're going to wish for extra hands, pick an even number. How do you split 5? And Luca, what about yours? This isn't bad. My brother probably wouldn't like this on me now. How would you know? You think I don't know you by now? I've even seen you naked. Can you please stop making jokes like that? Alright, that's all 3 previews. So, do you both know which one you want? Well, for me, I liked all 3. Just pick whichever you think is best. You sure did a lot of thinking to just choose all 3. I was making it easier for her, and they all look good anyway. Do I stick to those 3, or can I change things around? Better not. I want to go with what I've seen. I'll take the one from preview 2 or 3. Don't mix them up. No problem. Alright, let me figure out which one to go with. Okay, so for Varro, I think I want to go with this one. With Luca, I think I want to go with 2. Let's go. I think that would work the best. Alright, prepare for a lot more dialogue. Alright, let's get started. Don't mix up the heads. Should be fine. I just have to remember the one with no filter is Luca. Exactly. So, your debate is about that referendum, right? The one about when each species counts as an adult. It's all over the internet. That's right. So you've been following the adulthood referendum too? I think the proposal's pretty interesting. I think the proposal has a lot of problems. It has some problems, but I think it's still worth passing. You want to pass something you know has problems? Is there a problem with your head? Because the current law is unfair. Fixing that should come first. Hold on, aren't you two supposed to be on the same side? Everyone counts as an adult at 18. Sounds reasonable at first, but it doesn't work for a lot of people. Most folk only live about 30 years. Making them wait half their lives to count as adults makes no sense. And that's why we want the age to depend on how long each species lives. I like this universe building just in the barbershop. This is so fun, actually. This is so fun to immerse yourself in. So I am going to see 6-year-old mouse kids smoking at school. I told you, our formula wouldn't let that happen. You're making things up. But different species don't live separate lives anymore. Most of us grow up the same way. Isn't it reasonable to think we take about the same amount of time to mature? But that treats every species and every person like this the same. A lot of short-lived species can live independently by the time they're 10. But many long-lived species are still going through puberty at 18. Treating them as adults would then be irresponsible. Sure, but keeping it the same makes things a lot easier to manage. And if this proposal passes, we'd have to rewrite a ton of other laws. What about school? Wouldn't sparrows only need 2 years of elementary school, while turtles need 10? What about senior benefits? Would every species need a different age for that too? Of course. I think we should. Bees don't even live to 65. They never get to use any of the government's senior benefits. How is it fair to keep taxing them the same as everyone else? We need the adulthood referendum to set a precedent, to show the people that laws should change when different species have different needs.
You really do think like a minor. No wonder they picked you for this debate.
We're the same age.
Then answer me this. If the proposal passes, does the voting age change too? That would completely change who gets to vote. Wouldn't phoenixes accept having to wait until 30? What about prison sentences? Would those change with lifespan too? Would mousefolk would mousefolk get 2 years instead of 10?
That's an absurd slippery slope.
But it's exactly what people are worried about.
At the end of the day, this all comes back to human-centric bias. A law that only works for baseborns isn't fair to everyone else.
Yeah, but baseborns pay more taxes.
Laws aren't something you buy.
Calm down, you're going to raise our blood pressure.
Then stop bringing up things that have nothing to do with this. Hey, time out for a sec. Your hair's tangled here.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, we got it. We got it. We got it. All right.
Done.
Hey, you be the judge. Who made more sense?
Ooh, okay.
I think I agree with Varo more. I agree, or I'll side with Luca. Sorry.
Actually, my politics, I didn't think this really would get into politics. My politics probably align with Vero more, to be honest. Because just, even though the complexity is higher, and it really needs a lot of in-depth changes, different people have different needs. You can't treat people all in the same way, especially when you're talking about different species. There should be equality for, all people in terms of fairness, but different people have different needs. So
I think I agree with Vero more. The law should make room for differences between species. It'd be tough, but it still seems like the right way forward.
Another optimist.
You're the one worrying too much. We've already worked out all the details.
Oh, so we're arguing about the details?
Before you two get back to arguing, can I ask you something? Aren't you two arguing for the same side? Then why are you disagreeing?
Because I'm good at arguing.
This is going to sound a little silly, but we're just practicing.
that is not silly at all. The best way to learn the other people's perspective is to take on the other side's perspective, to play devil's advocate. And this actually helps you fine-tune your own arguments and your own beliefs as well.
We wanted to understand the issue from every angle, so we we took opposite sides and argued against each other. We've been at it for about a month now.
Two heads really come in handy, huh?
We figured it would help us understand people with different views, but it also means I've been angry all month.
Don't blame me, I'm just staying in character.
I've talked to the actual opposition, and even they don't go as far as you.
So you both actually support the proposal?
Of course, we're two-headed dragons.
But what would the adulthood referendum do for you two?
Nothing directly, but like my brother said,
We need this law to set a precedent. If you're not baseborn, you should be pushing back against the law as it stands.
Sorry, we keep complaining about baseborns right in front of you.
Don't worry about it. I don't think the system is perfect either. Besides, if you two ever get separate IDs, I can charge you both.
Under the Beastfolk Personhood Act, my brother isn't legally recognized as a person. Only I am. He can vote, can marry, can even get insurance. Legally, he's considered one of my organs.
Little do they know, little do they know, your spare head is smarter than you.
Laws like that have to change someday. We're hoping the adulthood referendum will get people talking about issues like this.
Isn't the public...
I'm sorry, I'm getting I'm getting a little bit tired.
Is the public on your side? Not even close. We barely stand a chance.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Our main argument is that the law is unfair and biased towards humans. But people are tired of the whole humans are the bad guys narrative. Meanwhile, all the other side has to do is copy my brother and spread rumors and conspiracy theories. And suddenly everyone's afraid of change.
Makes me want to just go up there and yell at everyone.
We need to come up with a new strategy. Strategy? The debate is our best shot. We need something that will make headlines.
How about we tie our necks in a knot?
Maybe the new look will give you a bit of an edge. All done. Ooh, okay, this actually looks pretty clean. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. It looks great. Really nice.
You really need some new adjectives. Or adjectives. I'm sorry. I kinda suck.
What about you, Luca?
Yeah, it's what I asked for. Can't complain for once.
I think yours look good too.
Please don't. I usually hating everything you like.
Let me finish styling your hair. Thanks. Ooh. Pick a finishing touch. Ooh, wait, what? Ooh. Okay, yeah, actually that does look pretty neat. Oh, that looks clean, actually. Hold on. No, I don't like that one. Ooh, I do like that one. A little bit of extra. I don't think I'm gonna touch that much. Finish. There, you can keep it looking like this at home. Thank you so very much. I added a very there just to show how much I like it. Now we can focus on getting ready for the debate.
Don't get your hopes up. You know things aren't exactly looking good for us.
We'll figure something out. We've got two heads.
Sometimes I think all our optimism ended up on your side.
Does it help to be optimistic in your line of work?
If you've got two heads, it helps if at least one is.
Must be nice. Sometimes the news makes me want to give up on the world. Then I figure it's easier to just mind my own business.
Typical one-headed thinking. As a two-headed dragon, you can't just mind your own business.
Taking care of myself means taking care of my brother too. For us, life is always tied to someone else. Sounds like you two are perfect for this kind of work. But I think that's true for everyone, really. We're all shaped by the people around us.
It's just more literal for us.
You two are actually pretty close, huh?
Don't make this awkward. It's not like I can walk away from him.
No, the senator's calling. We should go. Thanks, we'll be back. Good luck arguing.
Your other customers are easier than us. I wouldn't count on it.
That was fun. That was fun, even though I fucked up a lot. I hope you enjoyed it too.
I'm clocking out, boss. Funny how you're always on time for that. I'm grabbing a bite at this tropical place with my new friend from the mixer. You already made a friend? They want to ask me about underground fighting. Of all things. Just don't let anything slip about your past. Not a chance. Want to head out together? I'll stay and figure out how to turn the mirror off. You go ahead. All right. Bye, boss. Let's see. The manual doesn't say how. I'll just unplug it then. Huh? What's that? Oh, but I already unplugged it.
Ooh, who's this? Oh shit, it's a demon. Or a succubus or something?
No, I really don't feel like dealing with this. Hey there, got time for one more?
Actually, I don't. Alright, this was cool. This was really cool. The game is called Beastfolk Barber, as you can see by the title, but I just wanted to mention it. Go check it out for yourself. It's only in demo. The full game isn't out yet. But yeah, I had fun. And if you want to see me butcher more lines, then go ahead and leave a comment to encourage me to keep doing this. And, you know, liking is appreciated too. I'm gonna go to bed.